Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. Well, this week the Bahamas hosted the Global Symposium for Regulators, that's GSR 17, and that's one of the most exciting events of the International Telecommunications Union. And here to talk to us about it is Kamal Husainovich. I practiced that all night, get it right. And he is the chief of the ITU's Infrastructure, Enabling Environment and E-Applications Department. I hope I got that great title right. Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning. Thank you very much for your kind invitation and for the opportunity to say a few words about the ITU and GSR.
Yeah, so we're going to start off. Tell us a little bit about the ITU for those of us out there who may not know.
First of all, let me express our sincere gratitude for the warm and generous hospitality to the people and the government of Bahamas on behalf of the International Telecommunication Union, on behalf of all delegates of Global Symposium of Regulators and my own behalf. So maybe just to say a few words about the International Telecommunication Union. ITU is a United Nations specialized agency in charge of information and communication technologies. It's a membership-driven organization with 193 member states, with more than 700 sector members, private companies, and academia members. So maybe just to say a few words about Global Symposium of Regulators as an event. This is a jewel in the crown of the ITU, the most famous ITU event, and it started its existence in the year 2000. This is 17th edition of the GSR and the first one in Caribbean region. More than 100 countries directly benefited from the best practices guidelines, which is the golden nugget outcome of the GSR.
So talk a little bit about some of the topics that you all have been discussing at GSR. I know it's been very exciting, lots of different discussions going on, informative meetings. Tell us a little bit of some of the topics we would have touched on this week.
Good. It's a neutral platform, actually. It's a dynamic global dialogue among the decision makers from the different stakeholders groups, policy makers, regulators, industry leaders, and other key stakeholders from the ICT field. The title and the theme of the GSR 17 conference is living in a world of digital opportunities. So we are talking about artificial intelligence, blockchain technologies, machine learning, IoT, Internet of Things, big data, and other very, very interesting topics.
And you talked about all of the people that are here from all over the world benefiting from this conference, and the fact that this is the first time it's been hosted in this region, I think only the second time in the Americas.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about how the conference is going. How is the Bahamas done as hosting this event?
I can express only my sincere appreciation for the efforts invested by URCA and by the government of Bahamas and the firm commitment of the government of Bahamas. We were honored to have a Prime Minister, His Excellency Prime Minister, to open the GSR conference, to have a Vice Prime Minister and Minister of Finance to open cybersecurity pre-event. It was a great success, and I got feedback from many delegates and participants that was fantastic.
Now, hopefully you bring some more events here. We'd love to have you. We've had a great time hosting all these delegates. I mean, and they speak so many different languages. It was amazing to see. I spent some time at the conference this week as well. All the different languages that they're speaking there, and everybody has the ability to take part in this. It's actually been an amazing event. So I want to talk a little bit more about how countries like the Bahamas benefit from hosting a large event like GSR 17.
I can tell you really sincerely that you got probably more than 400 new ambassadors of Bahamas. People were so excited to attend this conference, and they are really amazed by the environment, by the warm hospitality of Bahamian host people, from the government, from the URCA. And really, I will use this opportunity to thank URCA for the fantastic organization and for the efforts invested in organizing this event. It will definitely boost the interest for the Bahamas as a future organizer of UN conferences, because we have a survey and people will put their impressions on the survey. And it will definitely raise the interest of the other UN institutions to organize different kind of conferences and events in Bahamas.
And we're looking forward to some great reviews, and I know we talked earlier about, of course, the business of regulation and ICT has been going on, but there's also been some social events, like last night, a wonderful block party there with all of the Bahamian art and food, so hopefully that gives us an edge on some of the other countries that have hosted, because we want to put all of our culture and Bahamian flavor into this event.
My personal impressions are great. It was really fantastic. I enjoyed a lot. I brought my family here, my wife and my daughter, and we were excited, really. And all my friends, the community of regulators are very closed community among each other. So we visited many places, and they had a great fun. Once more, thanks to people of Bahamas, thanks to our dear friends from URCA, thanks to the government.
Now, before we wrap up, I just want to have one more question. And you talked about what GSR means for a country like the Bahamas, but what does it mean for the local regulator, for URCA? How do they benefit from GSR?
They are part of the regulators community in the world, ITU regulators community. They are very active. I can tell you that your CEO, Mr. Steven Barreau, is very active, and all his colleagues and friends, they are participating in different ITU events, and they are positioning themselves among the leaders in the region in the ICT field. And with the firm commitment of the government, definitely it will bring a lot of benefits to the Bahamas from the point of view of the implementations of the ICT solutions in the country. Connectivity, broadband, ICT for health, ICT for education, ICT for agriculture, for tourism, for everything. I mean, using the ICT, it's cross-cutting technology. Using the ICT is really something beneficial for the whole economy of the country. So it will definitely bring new solutions to the innovative solutions to Bahamas.
All right, Dr. Kamal Husainovich, thanks so much for joining us. He's from the ITU, and we were discussing the GSR 17 conference that's being held in the Bahamas, and it wraps up this evening. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much for being here.
My pleasure.
All right, and we're just going to take it to commercial break, and we'll be right back here at Bahamas at Sunrise.